any subject, we want to capture the color of the subject, the dimension of the contour, and the texture. Okay? These three. Now, if I use, suppose this is, we know it's a complete three-dimensional object, this one, like our, see, this is a three-dimensional object. If you use the light source absolutely like this, if you capture an image like this, it will never be getting a three-dimensional image. It will always be a two-dimensional one. Right? Because if you want to capture a three-dimensional image, always you have to add some amount of shadow to get the third dimension. But this one is absolutely shadowless. You are getting some amount of shadow from this direction, right? But you have to see from there. From the camera position, you have to see. Yes. You have to see from the camera position. So this is the camera position. Okay? And this is known as the frontal light. Okay? This is the camera position. There is no, it is absolutely shadowless lighting. It is absolutely shadowless lighting. This is the frontal lighting. This is also known as flat light, flat lighting. Flat lighting. Why? Because this kind of lighting doesn't produce any shadow. That means this kind of lighting doesn't produce any dimension. I'm just going to use only one light source. There are no other light sources. No reflectors, nothing. Not this kind of reflection also. Okay? That is known as the one-point lighting. But you are going to get a very dark shadow on this part of the face. So you have to make it a little bit softer. This part I'm talking about. So you need another kind of the second setup of lighting from this direction to fill it. Not to remove the shadow. Please remember, our objective is not to remove the shadow, but to make it softer. Okay? So how to make it? We are not having, suppose we are not having other light sources. So we can add or we can use a simple thermocol. Okay? Just look at the shadow part. Straight. Yeah. So now there's no reason of buying expensive light sources if you know how to control your lights. Okay? This is a simple reflector. Look. Now, this second light source, this one is known as fill light. It is filling the shadow. This is known as the fill light. And this position is known as two-point lighting. This is 2-point lighting. But instead of this one, obviously you can add another light source from this direction. But one thing is important also here, that is, there must be some difference between the field light, the key light and the fill light to get the third dimension. Because you have to at the end of the thing, you have to create the third dimension. That means you have to create the shadow. For that purpose, you need a fill light of a lesser intensity. So if you use a 500 watt of light from this direction, the field light should be at least one stop underexposed. That is at least 250 wattage. If you use the same intensity light, one 500 from this direction, another 500 from this direction, then again there will be no shadow. That means there is no direction, there is no difference in between the frontal light and these two lights. This is clear to you? Okay? So the field light intensity should be at least one stop underexposed. Means if it is 500, it should be 250. If it is 250, it should be 125. Kind of thing. Okay? So that is the second light source. So you need a fill light. Instead of this thermocol, you can simply hold a piece of white paper, even a newspaper, anything can be done. Okay? Just you have to remove, you have to make it softer, a little bit softer, the light source like this, like this. Just you can rotate like this. Even you can add, you can use 3-4 thermocols like this. One is from here, okay? Second one here, third one is here, and fourth one is here. Just by using one single light source, you can capture a fantastic portrait image. You can simply use one single light source and you can simply attach 3 and 4 thermocols with a tape. Okay? So that you can simply fold it like this. So hold it like this, is the 1, and the 2, and the 3, and the 4. Hold it from here. Okay? So if you understand the concept, you can simply develop, you can produce of your own anything. So this is 2-point lighting.